Hey guys, what is going on? I'm here back with another video, and today we're going to discuss some things that have been happening recently. Now, there's been a roller coaster of events these past couple of days with Ripple Labs and Brad Garlinghouse and the SEC. The biggest news, obviously, being that the SEC has officially made a notice of appeal to the United States Court of Appeals for the Second Circuit. This is essentially the document right here that's going to be brought back up, and essentially they're trying to appeal the decision that was made on the Ripple versus SEC case. As you can see, Ripple it's the SEC, the Security and Exchange Commission, against Ripple Labs Incorporation, which is obviously Brad Garlinghouse and Christian. This has obviously taken a very negative toll on the price of Ripple XRP. We're around 52 cents as of right now, as I'm making this video. There's been pretty much it's been very tough for the bulls to hold up the recent resistances and supports. So essentially, it's just we haven't been able to blow past the 66 cent resistance, and for that reason, we kind of bounced back, and now we're sitting at the 52 cent support. This article is great though. I definitely want to take a look at this one because it talks about all the negative catalysts and everything happening right now, and the reason why the market's moving in the way it is. But at the same time, like, what's the long-term outlook? What's the long-term goal for Ripple and XRP, and why a lot of the investors should hodl even at this time. And I think it's always great to look into these articles and try to learn from every situation and circumstance you're in. This was titled Ripple Price Analysis, Traders Lean Bullish ahead of SEC's October 7th appeal deadline. This was actually one day before they appealed exactly today. But at the same time, this is still a very good article and talks about some very important things. XRP price sinks below 60 cents amid Middle East FUD. Ripple XRP has been enjoying a significant rally in the last week of September, buoyed by a variety of positive factors. Among the key drivers were the U.S. Federal Reserve's 50 basis point rate cut and the early release of the Binance CEO CZ, which lifted XRP to a 6-month high of 66 cents, which was very significant. Again, the thing is, when the whole market was pretty much 10 to 15% up in the last 7 days or to a week, there has to be some sort of correction, and there has to be some sort of the market makers kind of have to balance it out. There's those that are longing, there's those that are shorting, and so pretty much it's always going to be a tug of war between the bulls and the bears. And for that reason, we have this situation right here. Now, as you can see, 66 cents was pretty much a very significant resistance point right here. We just weren't able to beat it because I guess there probably wasn't enough volume on the way up for the bulls, and so you can kind of tell that there was going to be a bit of a reversal. And again, these reversals are healthy in my opinion. We are going to test a little some levels on the way down. Like, for example, it's sitting at 52 cents now, but we did test the 57 cent. We tested this resistance, and now we're sitting pretty much close to here. And I think we should honestly see a bit of consolidation for the next coming days until we get that momentum again, that bullish momentum to push past the next resistance points. However, this upward momentum was short-lived as geopolitical tensions in the Middle East flared up. Global markets, including the crypto space, were hit by waves of uncertainty. By October 2nd, XRP had plunged to 57 cents, reflecting a steep 14.55% drop. Now, the thing is, again, I don't think this is as alarming as many people look at it, because the whole market is in this position. It's not just that Ripple and XRP have fell 15% or 14%. It's that the whole market, whether it's Bitcoin, Ethereum, every single coin has taken a plunge, and it's because the overall market conditions are heavily impacted and affected by the geopolitical conditions and circumstances in the Middle East. There's been a lot of tension between the war in the Middle East with Israel, and so it really does have a major impact on multiple markets. It's not only just the crypto market, but the stock market as well. So XRP traders maintain bullish outlook despite market corrections. This is what I want to focus on a little bit here. XRP's price over the last few days, a closer examination of market sentiment reveals that many traders are still leaning bullish. In particular, XRP derivatives market show that many long positions remain open, a sign that speculative traders expect a quick rebound. One metric that highlights this sentiment is the funding rate, a key measure in the derivatives market that indicate the balance of sentiment between long and short positions. A positive funding rate suggests that long traders are paying a premium to keep their positions open because they obviously believe in the long-term price recovery. The XRP funding rate stands at 0.00016%, according to CoinGlass. The positive funding rate persists despite the asset's ongoing price dip. The fact that XRP's funding rate remains positive means that essentially more people are keeping the longs open, means that there's still positive trader sentiment. Typically when an asset is in a downtrend, funding rates can turn negative as short traders gain the upper hand. However, in XRP's case, the positive funding rate signals majority of traders are still bullish. Adding to the bullish sentiment in the XRP market is the looming deadline for the U.S. Securities Exchange appeal, again, which did happen. They had until October 2nd. They chose October 3rd to kind of do it. I just showed you guys the document. The anticipation may help explain why XRP's funding rate remains positive. The closer we get to October 7th deadline without news of an appeal, the more likely it seems. The XRP's price forecast, given the current state of the market, XRP looks poised for a recovery, though risks remain. XRP dipping below the 60-cent psychological support level underscores major bearish risks. However, the positive funding rates and the upcoming SEC deadline, a quick rebound appears likely. If XRP can reclaim the 60-cent level, the next major resistance would be around 63, which coincides with the upper Bollinger Band on the daily chart. This level has served as a resistance during XRP's recent upswing, and a breakout above it could open the door to retest of the 66-cent high from late September. Regardless, guys, the way we're moving right now, it's honestly completely expected. There's a massive war going on right now in the Middle East. There's been a lot of negative catalysts in terms of the overall market conditions that have come out, and so it's not just Ripple and XRP that are suffering. It's actually the entire cryptocurrency market. It's a lot of assets and a lot of different financial industries, and for that reason, you can't really expect Ripple and XRP to perform completely different than how a lot of these are. This is how things happen in cryptocurrency, like in the market, like when the whole market is being affected, Ripple will take an effect, and especially when we were on almost a 13 to 15% rally in this last 7 days, the market is also going to take some profits back. Investors will take profits back, and the market will correct. And when things become a little bit oversold, there has to be a bit of a correction as well. And again, when you're dealing with legal cases and the legality of things with Ripple and SEC, it gets complicated. It gets tough because it spreads a lot of misinformation. It spreads a lot of FUD within to investors and overall the market industry. And so when you have situations like that, you should always understand that there's always going to be a risk. But again, when you look at the long-term view of this whole situation, Ripple was successful in their first case, and there's no doubt that they will be successful again. Just because the SEC appeal doesn't mean that they'll get the verdict that they want. They're just appealing the decision because they don't think it's correct. But of course, at the end of the day, the judge will decide that, and the executioner will decide that who is correct, what is the right verdict, if the verdict will change or not. And in my opinion, I think there's more weight on Ripple's side than there is on SEC, just because they've won one time already. And again, just the way the market is going towards a bull run, you can't forget a lot of the indicators and a lot of the things that are looking positive and will hopefully push the market to a more bullish sentiment. All right, guys, that is all for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. With that being said, we'll see you in the next one. Peace.